Thanks, Bree. All right, from doctor bills to diapers, even the cost of food. The cost of raising a child can add up quickly. And one of the biggest expenses, that'd be childcare. It's a necessity for some parents. It takes more money out of the paycheck every week and every year. Abby Davis looked into how Treasure Valley families are dealing with the rising childcare costs. Abby?
Well, Brian, it's kind of a no-win situation for everyone involved, and some parents are having to make some pretty tough decisions.
Cucumbers or crackers. Remember those crackers I got?
You've probably heard the saying, raising children takes a village.
I've never been like a super social person, and then once I had kids, I started building all these relationships, and I've helped my friends. We help each other out.
Marina Ebrahimpour says a village is invaluable, especially when childcare costs eat up a good portion of the budget.
You're stuck between a rock and a hard place where you want to pay for quality childcare to keep your child safe. I mean, that's your person. Like that's all your kids. They mean everything to you. So you want to keep them safe, but at the same time, you don't want your whole budget to go on childcare.
Right now, Ebrahimpour says she pays $500 a month for her youngest daughter's childcare.
But that's actually very affordable.
Her other daughter started kindergarten this year, so before school started, Ebrahimpour paid double.
So I've been stay-home mom for 5 years and then going to school, and just during the summer, I began working again, actually in childcare.
The Idaho Association for the Education of Young Children found a full-time worker making minimum wage spends about 50% of their income on childcare. Ebrahimpour says her family is fortunate.
I mean, I'm fortunate enough that my husband works full-time and has a good job, but if we were to rely on my pay solely to pay for childcare, I don't think that will be enough.
That's because historically, childcare workers don't make much money.
The average wage of a childcare provider is around $10 an hour, give or take.
But Beth Oppenheimer, the executive director for the Idaho Association for the Education of Young Children, says that's changing because of inflation.
I'm seeing childcare providers, which is unheard of, childcare providers offering positions at $16, $17, $18 an hour now.
Childcare Aware data shows childcare prices actually outpaced inflation last year.
They're having to increase to be able to hire the workers to be in the classrooms to serve the families. And who pays for that, right? So they're having to increase their wages. All of those increases are going on the backs of families.
Going on the backs of families like Ebrahimpour's.
If I didn't want to build a career, I probably would just stay home, take care of them, save the money, but I've put off school for a while now, so it's like now we have to make that commitment and that sacrifice in a way.
Oppenheimer says we're really in a crisis in Idaho. The childcare industry relies exclusively on federal funding, and a lot of that federal childcare funding given to Idaho for COVID-19 recovery is now running out.
It's such a leap of faith going to child care facilities like that, plus adding the stress of the cost. What about the solutions to these problems, Abby?
Well, Oppenheimer did tell me that one solution is for businesses to include childcare in their benefit packages for their employees, but it really just boils down to funding. But where that money will come from, Oppenheimer says she's just really not sure.
Yeah, you could be one of the lucky ones and find that in an employer that does help pay for childcare. All right, thank you very much, Abby.